what's up you guys? Welcome back. So first off, there's a lot of construction going on outside my window, unfortunately. I mentioned in my last couple of videos that I wanted to do this Valentine's Day series, and this construction is definitely getting in the way of that, but it's starting to kind of quiet down out there, so I figured now would be the best time just to squeeze in a video. And today's video is going to be all about fragrance combinations. I have been working on this video. I have my little notes here on my phone of different combinations that I've tried over the past couple months that I think would just be perfect for Valentine's Day. You can of course wear these all year round, but I think especially for Valentine's Day or date nights, anything like that, these combinations would be perfect. They smell expensive. A lot of them are just using different body mists or other affordable perfumes. I do have a small handful of more expensive perfumes, but I tried to keep it pretty affordable with just body mists and things from Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works. And I wanted to have a little mixture of everything, so I have some fruity and sweet, a little bit more sultry date night like scents, kind of depending on whatever you're doing. If you're wanting something pretty casual, or if you're planning on going out for like dinner or drinks or something, hopefully there is something in here for you. Even if you don't have these exact scents, maybe this could give you inspo for scents you might have similar in your collection and try pairing them together. I wanted to keep it simple and just stick with the fragrances, so I didn't include any body washes or anything else to match. Of course, with any of the fragrance mists I'm going to mention, if you just have the body cream version, you could always do that and layer them together. But I am excited for this video. Also, some of these combos I've mentioned before in the past, but they're so good, I just had to mention them again. Which, by the way, I've been very active on Instagram and TikTok, so I'll have my links down below. I've been posting lots of fragrance combinations, so if you're not already, I would love to have you subscribe and make sure to turn on your post notifications. That way you get notified whenever I post new videos. And yeah, I've already been rambling on for several minutes, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, this first combination smells expensive, but it's definitely more of an affordable fragrance combo. I do have a couple different combinations using these scents, but the one I wanted to focus on because this scent just screams Valentine's Day, and that is You're the One from Bath & Body Works. This is a strong, powerful scent. I mean, this is literally like a perfume and a body mist. It has notes of white birch, velvety rose, and a drop of strawberry nectar. So if you've never tried it before, it is a very strong floral scent. Even though it has that drop of strawberry nectar, it is literally just that. Like, it's just a tiny hint of strawberry. So in my opinion, it's not really a fruity floral scent, even with that strawberry note. To me, this just smells expensive. It does have, you know, a little bit of that powdery kind of floral note, rose petals. It's a little bit more of a mature scent, but I personally love it just because it's so strong and long lasting. So I have a couple combinations using You're the One. One of the first ones I kind of played around with was a strawberry pound cake. And this sounds like a very strange combination because strawberry pound cake is such a sweet gourmand scent. There is nothing really floral about this. Strawberry pound cake is that scent you pull out when you want to smell like a walking snack. This has notes of fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and whipped cream. Of course, the construction starts to get loud as I'm starting to film now. Okay, the noise kind of slowed down outside, so I'm going to try to keep going. But anyways, like I was mentioning, strawberry pound cake, because You're the One has that drop of strawberry nectar, I just wanted to see what it would smell like if I brought it out even more, and strawberry pound cake does that. I think pretty much if you have any other strong strawberry scent, you could try layering them together to kind of get the same effect. But if you really want to change up You're the One and just make it a lot sweeter, then try layering up strawberry pound cake. It sounds strange, but I actually really like the combination. So I wanted to mention that one because I tried it out a few months ago. Sorry, I know the noise in the background is so loud. I don't know if the camera is picking up on it as much, but I really want to film this video, and this is the only day that I have time to do it. Okay, I think they're taking a break now, so I'm just gonna keep going and hope for the best. So after playing around with You're the One and strawberry pound cake, I wanted to see if I could maybe come up with another combination, and I ended up ordering this perfume because I do have another video coming up where I'm gonna be talking all about strawberry scents, like strawberry body care, strawberry perfumes. So I went ahead and ordered and tried out a few other new strawberry perfumes, that way I could have it for the video. And this was one of the perfumes that I ended up ordering, and I'm going to talk about it probably again in another video, but it wasn't exactly what I was expecting because from what I had heard, it's supposed to smell like a strawberry milkshake, just be super sweet and creamy. And unfortunately, that's not what it smells like to me, or on my skin at least. But I wanted to find a way to make it work for me. So this perfume is called Yara. You guys might have heard about this one because I've been seeing it get a little bit more attention on Instagram especially. So let me pull up the notes to these perfumes. Okay, the main accords, it's sweet, vanilla, powdery, tropical, and fruity. Have notes of heliotrope, orchid, tangerine, gourmand accord. So I think that's where you're getting more of like the berries and like the creamy note, tropical fruits, vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. For me, I'm not really getting the gourmand berries that a lot of people were describing. It does come off a lot more powdery on my skin, a lot more floral. There are hints though of like a berry, like a sweet kind of berry scent, but it's really kind of overpowered by the other florals in the fragrance, at least to me. So for me, the way I was trying to figure out a way to make it work in my collection is I stopped trying to think of it as a strawberry gourmand perfume, because that's just not what it smells like to me. And I was just thinking more of like a floral perfume. So of course I thought of You're the One, because this has those very strong floral notes, like with the velvety rose and also the white birch. You know, it just kind of has that more powdery floral scent with a hint of strawberry. So I think if you like You're the One on its own, but you want just to add a little bit more sweetness, then this is the type of perfume I personally would layer along with it, just because they kind of remind me of each other. This has very strong floral notes to me. It smells good whenever I'm not expecting it to be like a sweet gourmand scent, because I'm not gonna lie, whenever I first smelled it and I was expecting like that really creamy strawberry ice cream strawberry milkshake scent, I was pretty disappointed, because that's not what it smells like to me. But for a nice like more floral kind of fruity perfume, I think I can like it in that way if I kind of mix it with the right other scent. You're the One is one that I've tried out so far. I'm sure you could even do strawberry pound cake if you want to make it even more gourmand. But yeah, that's kind of my more so first impression of this perfume. It's a pretty affordable perfume, especially for this giant bottle. I got it on Amazon for around $39 or so, somewhere around $40, so still a pretty good deal. The bottle itself with the packaging is just very big and bulky, so I'm not really crazy about that, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to return it or what I wanted to do, so I'm glad I ended up finding something to layer along with it. If you guys have tried this perfume, let me know your thoughts or what you like to layer along with it. So both of those are a little bit more of my fruity floral combination that I put together. Okay, moving on to the next combination. These are actually two body mists, but if you have either one of these scents in a body cream, you could always mix and match that way. The two scents that I actually layered together a while back, this might have been sometime last year, and that is Bonfire Bash and Forever Red. I don't know, there's something about this combination and the way these two smell together, it just works. It's a little bit more sultry but still sweet and kind of fruity at the same time. Forever Red, I mean, this in general is a very Valentine's Day date night type of scent, like even down to the packaging and everything. It just looks more of like a Valentine's Day scent. So this has notes of fiery pomegranate, red peony, rich vanilla rum, and oak wood. The pomegranate note is very prominent. You smell that a lot, but it mixed with the vanilla rum. It's not really like a gourmand vanilla, but it just adds an extra bit of sweetness. But it's still just a very sultry scent in my opinion. So along with that, I did layer Bonfire Bash, because this has that vanilla bourbon note, and I just thought with this having the vanilla rum, they would kind of go together. Bonfire Bash has notes of vanilla bourbon, creamy sandalwood, and cashmere musk. These two together, it just smells like toasted marshmallow, deep vanilla with this hint of like deep juicy pomegranate. They just smell so good together. I love this combination. Like, I think personally this might be one of the scents that I wear around Valentine's Day. I'm actually taking a little weekend trip a few days before Valentine's Day, so I think I'm going to bring these two along with me, because I think this would make for a really good date night scent, but also any other time aside from Valentine's Day. You know, none of these combinations, it's only reserved for Valentine's Day. I think this combo, especially at night, would be perfect. So yeah, I definitely wanted to mention this one because I know I put together this combination on Instagram, but I don't know if I've ever mentioned it in a video. So even if you just have like Bonfire Bash in the body cream, you could just layer Forever Red over top or vice versa. But even if you just have the fragrance mist, it still smells so amazing, so good. Definitely recommend this combination. We're moving on to the next combination, and this one is definitely more fruity, and it's featuring a new scent from Victoria's Secret. So I don't even think I talked about it whenever I first got it, but this is the new Victoria's Secret Bombshell Magic perfume. I'm pretty sure that's the name, but it's the one that came in the pretty pink packaging. It came out right around the holiday season. I ended up waiting to pick this one up because it went on sale, and I got this bottle for around $20 to $25. You guys, this perfume, it smells really good. I'm really not a fan of the original Bombshell. I've tried a few of the flankers and I actually do enjoy quite a few of them, but this one, even though it is still a very floral perfume, it has that nice deep berry note and I just love it. So Let me pull up the notes. I don't think there's a lot of notes listed. Yeah, so the top notes you have blackberry, middle notes peony, and the base notes patchouli and vanilla. So me personally, I pick up a lot of the blackberry. Like that's what stands out a lot. You know, I smell the combination of the florals and the patchouli as well there in the dry down. A little bit more of like a sparkling vanilla, like a sparkling blackberry drink. So I really wanted to play up that blackberry note, and I remembered I had this one in my collection, which recently actually came back to Bath & Body Works. This is blackberry and basil. Okay, I have the body cream here. This was in the newer packaging that I recently picked up. Notes for blackberry and basil is fresh blackberry, pink pomelo, sweet basil, and jasmine petals. And blackberry and basil is very fresh, very fruity, very soft florals, just like a very bright, fruity, soft fragrance. Like this is one I personally would wear all year round. Even though this one did come out during the winter season, I think it would still be a great scent to wear during spring and summer. Yeah, in my opinion, this smells very different than just the original Bombshell perfume. It's been a while since I smelled the original, but I remember the last time that I tried it, I really wasn't a big fan of the original scent. So I think for me, I definitely prefer the flankers, and blackberry and basil just smells so good. I didn't really think this would be a scent that I would enjoy, like basil being one of the scent notes, but for some reason it just works. It's still very fresh but still sweet at the same time. So that's why I wanted to pair these two together, and with that blackberry note, this just creates this really pretty fruity floral combination. Very pretty, very feminine. It still definitely smells like a perfume, so if you want something a little bit more elevated, if you like the combination of like fruity and floral, then this one I think would be a perfect, especially like daytime scent. Okay, next up is one of my favorite scents, and I feel like I've talked about this scent a lot. Probably more so on Instagram maybe, I don't know. I just feel like I've talked about this scent quite a bit, but that is Whipped Rose Latte, and this is one of my favorite scents. I really got to do a video of like my top 10 favorite from Bath & Body Works ever. Like if I had to just completely get rid of my collection and only keep 10, which ones I would choose. I gotta do that video soon, but Whipped Rose Latte would definitely be in that top 10. This just smells so good. This made me fall in love with rose scents. It did recently come back. It was here for the semi-annual sale. I think it was called Whipped Rose and Vanilla, I'm pretty sure, but it had the same exact scent notes. Has notes of crushed rose petals, cocoa flower, and whipped foam. This just smells delicious. This smells unlike any other rose scent I have in my collection, especially from Bath & Body Works. If you're just used to more of that rose water, like fresh rose petal scent, and you're not really a fan of that, this smells so different. It's so sweet. It's so creamy. It has that cocoa note with the whipped foam. It truly does smell like a rose latte. You can layer so many fragrances with this scent, but I decided to make it a little bit more chocolatey and create this more like chocolate rose latte scent. So the two scents that I have to pair along with it, this perfume from Sabrina Carpenter, it recently came out like maybe a few months ago, and this is the Sweet Tooth perfume. And for one, this packaging is adorable. It's like a pink chocolate bar. It smells so good. It is kind of a more basic scent, but I feel like this is a very easy kind of blind buy perfume, especially if you're looking for something with the chocolate note. There's notes of marshmallow, chocolate, coconut milk, Madagascar vanilla, whipped cream, sugar, and musk. Like literally so many delicious notes. So many of my favorite type of fragrance notes, especially marshmallow and whipped cream. Like I love anything creamy and fluffy and sweet. So in my opinion, this is like one of the best combinations because it really adds that chocolatey note. You have that whipped cream note in here that goes along with the whipped foam. They just pair perfectly together. It smells so good, very creamy and sweet. But if you don't have this perfume, you might have Hot Cocoa and Cream from Bath & Body Works. This came out, I think it was like last year or something during the holiday season. I had a couple left over of these mini sizes, and Hot Cocoa and Cream also layers really well with it because it has that chocolate and marshmallow note. So basically anything you have that has more of a chocolatey note, a marshmallow, a really sweet warm vanilla, anything kind of creamy, try layering it with Whipped Rose Latte. It smells so good. This is definitely one I'll be wearing throughout this week as well. It's one of my favorite scents. Okay, this next combination is featuring actually two of my favorite scents, and this perfume is more of an expensive perfume, but I figured I could mention this combination because it's a very popular perfume and a lot of you might already have in your collection. This combination is the Valentino Donna Born in Roma and also Pure Wonder from Bath & Body Works. I love both of these scents individually, but together this creates one of my favorite combinations. It is so strong, very long lasting, and it is perfect for a date night. Valentino Donna Born in Roma. This It smells so good. I know a lot of people love this scent. This is one of those scents that's gonna get you compliments. It's very long lasting as well. It's a woody, vanilla, kind of fruity scent. It has notes of blackcurrant, pink pepper, bergamot, jasmine, bourbon vanilla, and cashmere. It's definitely more of like a woody vanilla scent in the dry down, but there's something kind of like bright and sweet there in the opening. So I think that's why actually a lot of people end up comparing these two scents. I personally, I don't think they smell exactly the same, but I could see the similarities between the two. Youre Wonder has notes of iced rosé, star jasmine, and warm white amber. To me, this is definitely more of like a bubbly scent because of that iced rosé, but it's done in such a different way compared to my other like bubbly, more champagne-like scents. I think because of that warm white amber note, it just kind of, I don't know, like warms up the scent and it just makes it a little bit more deeper kind of on the dry down. I don't know, there's something special about this scent and it's definitely one of my top favorites. So I end up wearing this one pretty often. And this combination right here, this is a very strong combination. Like this is one I gotta be careful to not go too crazy and overspray because it can literally, it can choke me out sometimes. Like there have been times where I've oversprayed just a little bit too much, but I mean, it lasted all night and definitely on my clothes days later. Yeah, in my opinion, this is a perfect kind of date night scent. Okay, this next combination is another new one from Victoria's Secret, and this is their new Bare perfume. Oh my God, this was a love at first sniff for me. I really fell in love with this perfume. It is not the typical perfume that I usually go for, but there's just something about it that I just love the way it smells on my skin. So I ended up getting it in the full size bottle. This is the 3.4 ounce bottle. Again, if I had to just start my collection over with just a handful of perfumes, I really think this would be one of them just because I think this could be like your everyday kind of signature scent. It can work any time of day. I think pretty much all year round. It just smells very expensive to me and just a very kind of elegant scent. This is a woody, powdery scent. The scent notes listed are very simple. It's Australian sandalwood, mandarin orange, and violet. Just a very soft, woody scent. It definitely has that more kind of like powdery note to it, I think from the violet, because violet usually comes off like a very soft kind of powdery floral, but in my opinion this just smells so pretty. Like it's just a very pretty scent. So I actually have two fragrance mists that I like to layer along with it. One of my favorites is this one in Twinkling Nights. This came out I think a couple years ago. Has notes of frosted jasmine petals, whipped vanilla, and mandarin blossom. Even this, it smells like a perfume. It smells so good. It's a very soft scent, like a very light and airy whipped vanilla with a mixture of some florals in there, but the vanilla note especially is just very light and airy. So originally I was just layering the Bare perfume with Twinkling Nights, and then I decided I wanted to make it even sweeter. So I ended up topping it off with a little bit of Bare Vanilla. This is such a good layering fragrance as well. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Bare Vanilla. Whipped vanilla, soft cashmere. I really need to wear this one more often because Bare Vanilla is seriously such a good scent. And then just a few spritzes all over, Bare Vanilla over top. It just adds that perfect bit of sweetness. It kind of warms it up a little bit and makes it a little bit less floral. If you're just looking for a combination where it still smells more perfume-like, you have those florals mixed in there, but you still want it kind of sweet and you love a vanilla note, then this combo right here, this smells so good. I mean, like I said, this one you can wear all year round. You can wear this one during the day for a date night. It literally works for whenever. I thought it'd be perfect for Valentine's Day no matter what you're doing, even if you're just staying in, because the scent is still kind of like warm and cozy, especially with the Bare Vanilla. It adds in that like warmth and a little bit of extra sweetness. And the first day that I ended up trying out that combination, I ended up wearing it for like 3 days in a row. These next two combinations are some that I've already mentioned before. I think I mentioned them last year, so I figured it was about time just to give them another little shout out because these combinations are that good. Right here, perfect date night combination. Another Victoria's Secret perfume. This is the Tease Candy Noir. It is still available. I am so happy because I was worried this was going to be limited edition, but I don't know, I'm guessing they're planning on keeping it around because it's still available now, and this smells so good. I really didn't think I was gonna like this scent as much as I do. This is one that I definitely always want to keep in my collection. Like even the bottle, I just love the packaging on this. This is sweet, fruity, has an iris note and vanilla, kind of powdery, has top notes of raspberry, middle notes of iris, and tonka bean. So the raspberry note in here is a very deep raspberry, almost like a raspberry glaze. And the iris is very powdery. So the combination of all these notes, it just makes me think of more like powdered sugar with like a deep kind of raspberry jam. Like it's very sweet. And literally this perfume was made for Into the Night. Like, these two layer so well together. Into the Night, it's notes of raspberry noir, amber crystals, velvety rose petals, creamy patchouli, and mocha musk. For one, the raspberry noir note, like, they both have that deep kind of sweeter raspberry note. The amber crystals, the velvety rose kind of pairs along with the powdery iris. So this combination, it just smells so good. Trust me, if you have both of these, try layer them together. This is definitely one of my favorite date night scent combinations. Okay, and the last couple combos that I have here, this is one that I've mentioned before. It's been one of my favorite combinations, but recently I've been trying something new, and that is thanks to the Body Care Brat on Instagram. If you don't follow her page, you definitely should, because she comes out with bomb combinations. And she put this one out probably a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I need to try that because I love both of these scents. And this is just a combination of like raspberries and marshmallows, and it just smells so good, very fluffy and sweet. So starting off, we have here is Raspberry Jam Donut. Bath & Body Works, they need to bring this one back already because it's been a while, and I love Raspberry Jam Donut. This started my love for gourmand scents. I remember the first time I tried it, I wasn't a big fan of it. Like, I thought it was way too sweet, and then somehow, somewhere along the way, I ended up going back and smelling it again. And then I just fell in love with sweet gourmand bakery-like scents. This has notes of wild raspberry jam, powdered sugar, and warm fluffy donuts. A very, very sweet gourmand scent. Very true to the name. It literally smells like a gooey raspberry jam filled donut, like very warm and sweet. You can smell the fresh dough. So layered along with that, I tried out Killian's Princess. This combination right here, it smells so good. Like I said, shout out the Body Care Brat because yeah, this combo, it does something for me. So let me look up the notes. So you have top notes of lemon, green tea, ginger, jasmine, apple, but in the base notes you have marshmallow and vanilla, and that's where the magic all kind of comes together, and it just creates more of this like fluffy, almost kind of like matcha scent. It smells so good, and together it just smells like a fluffy raspberry candy scent. I really, really love this combination. It actually reminds me of the scent that I was pairing Raspberry Jam Donut with before, and I'm not even sure which one I like more because I think both of them smell really good together, but I loved layering Raspberry Jam Donut with Ari by Ariana Grande. Basically, I've been able to use up almost this bottle of perfume just layering with Raspberry Jam Donut because I love this combination. It is so fluffy and light and airy and sweet. Ari has notes of raspberry, pear, vanilla orchid, marshmallow, and musk. So a very sweet, light, airy scent. Oh my god. Even on its own, it smells really good, but I just love layering with Raspberry Jam Donut just because it makes it even sweeter. And yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Ariana Grande perfumes. There are a few similar scents to Raspberry Jam Donut, like Berry Waffle Cone kind of gives off a similar vibe. Blueberry Sugar Pancakes kind of does. Blueberry Sugar Pancakes is a little bit more sweet though. There is also the Cinnamon Donut Swirl Lotion that came out last year, and also Iced Sugar Plum. Like, they all kind of give off a similar vibe. Just in case if you don't have Raspberry Jam Donut, since this one did come out a couple years ago, I actually would layer a little bit of Ari on top of Into the Night and the Tease Candy Noir because, you know, it has that raspberry note. And if I just wanted to make it just a little bit lighter and a little bit sweeter, I would just add on a few spritzes of Ari over top because they all had that raspberry note. Okay, so this next combination is for those of you who love Cloud by Ariana Grande, which I know is a very popular perfume. A lot of you probably already have in your collection, but I had to do a combo using it because Cloud, even though I guess it's now considered more of like a basic scent because so many people have it and wear it, I'm not gonna lie, I still think it smells really good, and it's one of those scents that I wear pretty often. If you like this perfume and you like scents that smell similar to it, like Burberry Her, like something a little bit more fruity sweet, then this combo is for you. I pulled out one of the newer scents from Sol de Janeiro. This is the number 68. It's the Brazilian Jasmine and Pink Dragon Fruit. And this, to me, whenever I smelled it, I thought it smelled so similar to Burberry Her. It had that same kind of like fruity note, but it still kind of reminded me of Cloud at the same time. And yeah, whenever I smell this, it just makes me think of Burberry Her. Not an exact dupe, but definitely in the same scent family. It has notes of pink dragon fruit, Brazilian jasmine, ocean air, hibiscus, sheer vanilla, and sun musk. These two together, it smells so good. This is actually the Cloud Intense, but in my opinion, it smells very similar just to the original Cloud, so I just want to show this because I actually went through my bottle of just the regular Cloud. So Cloud Intense has notes of lavender, bergamot, pear, whipped cream, coconut, praline, vanilla orchid, woodsy notes, musk. There's a lot of notes in here. This might be just a little bit deeper compared to the original, maybe just a little bit more creamy, almost kind of like coconut milk, but overall just one of those scents that's almost guaranteed to get you compliments. I don't know, there's something about this combination when these two get together. It's gonna create this little scent bubble, almost like this little cloud around you, and you're just gonna smell so good. So if you like something more fruity, sweet, but still kind of like creamy, especially if you like cloud, try layering it with the 68 from Sol de Janeiro. They smell so good together. Like, these two were definitely made for each other. But we made it to the end of this video. I can kind of like hear some work outside, but you know, we made it through this one, so I'm very happy with that, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, especially if you made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much. Of course, if you have any combinations that you're looking to wear for Valentine's Day or any of your favorite kind of date night scents, drop them down below in the comments, because I'm always on the hunt to try out different things and putting together different fragrances. So hopefully this kind of give you some inspo of what you might have in your collection that might be similar. And if you did enjoy this video and want to see more videos like this, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps on my channel and helps on my videos whenever you do, so I really appreciate whenever you guys do that. And also don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. Thank you all so much for hanging out and sticking out to the end of this video. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!